Hi, I'm Dustin, and I'd like to take you through the 6 ways I use FUDbusters Club to find new tokens I'd like to do my own research about and potentially invest in. Remember, do your own research, but let's take a look at the 6 ways to use FUDbusters Club. Let's dive in. Okay, recently I wrote an article where I talked about the 5 ways to use FUDbusters Club to find new tokens, and it dawned on me after that I left out my favorite way. So we're going to start with my favorite way, and that's with the social sentiment page, which I'm on right here. And you can find that under the analysis menu at social sentiment. This is an intermediate or pro level feature, but let's take a look at it. This is one of my favorite features, and I take a look at it multiple times a day, either on this page or the version that shows up on the dashboard menu. So let's take a look at it. The reason I love this is because it does change so frequently as 30 minutes, 60 minutes, sometimes all of the data will completely reset. And you can find things in it emerging like tokens or other concepts in crypto, like our friends over at MetaMask, and it's a great way to stay up to date at what's emerging in social, what's emerging in crypto, and what's hot. The other way to stay up on actual tokens that are emerging is to scroll down the page to the section for sentiment on top assets. This is great because this is organized by positivity score. So the higher the score on the right-hand side here, the more positive social sentiment is for these tokens. So this is a great way to find positive tokens, tokens that are scoring positive, or to check whether your favorite tokens are scoring negatively right now. So a great place to come. That's why I check it out multiple times a day. Okay, stop number 2, what was my stop number 1 in the article, is the calendar, the crypto calendar. Always 400 to 500 events, a great place to come. You can sort by category. I recommend just getting familiar with all of the events, kind of paging through, but you can sort and categorize. You can dive into things like exchange releases, forks and swaps, which indicate really important events in the life of a token, or actual releases down here, which is another great way to find some tokens that important things are happening to. Stop number 3, our ICO search. I want to spend a little time here. Great place to dive into categories, 22 different categories of ICOs that are happening or that have happened. Great place to look at that. But the real place to come, the power place to come, is over to ICO status. Usually there's anywhere from 5 to 20 ICOs that are happening at any given time in our database, at least. So you can filter down on that and click that and get a list of just the 20 ICOs that are going on right now at the time of this filming. You'll find that some of them have been going on for quite a while, 2018, and are going to be going on for quite a while. So you want to dive in and find out more information about that, look at the funding target, and see what's going on about that. I want to give you a word of caution about the upcoming ICOs. Try not to get too excited about the 428 number. Remember that upcoming also includes ICOs that have not released their start date and end date. So that can also include quite a few ICOs that have been abandoned because they just aren't going to receive their start date and end date. We're working with our partners to try to filter out some of that data and move some more of those ICOs to past to get that down to a real number. But just know that the actual number of upcoming ICOs is quite a bit smaller than 428. It's probably down around the 15 to 50 number, not 428. So please just keep a grain of salt in mind when you look at that number. Next stop, upcoming ICOs, IDOs, and IEOs. All of these can be found in the Discover the Discover menu, ICO search, upcoming ICOs, IDOs. But wait a minute, if you've seen my other tour, I thought I just covered ICOs. Yes, I did. But again, one of the things we're trying to do here at FUDbusters Club is gather together a variety of data sources and help each other, help us, the community, keep each other informed, help each other do research. So this is another data source. It is not as detailed. You can't click in and get detailed information here. Like over here, you can actually click in and get detailed information about the ICOs. But it is a way to find out about a few additional ICOs that don't appear in our primary search. And that's why we include it, so we can help each other do research. Next stop, upcoming NFTs, same thing. These are things that don't appear in our primary search, but are some upcoming NFTs we might all want to research and find out about, help each other out with. So that's why we provide it here. We do have links to the sites where possible so that we can do research. Last and not least, the football analogy that I like to use is this is our tight end search. We do need to do a little bit of work to refresh this search, but this is our way of trying to give you access to the tokens that have been listed in recent history in our 20,000 token database. But I would pay most attention to social sentiment, our upcoming events, ICO search, and then use these other searches, these other listings as some backup. And those are 6 great ways to find tokens that you might want to do your own research about. I hope you find that helpful. Look also to the tour about the crypto detail page to figure out how to do your own research about these tokens at FUD Busters Club. I hope you find that helpful. Thank you very much. I'm Dustin. Have yourself a great day.